Hello, everybody. This is Naomi. I was inspired by a crafter named Monarch Mom. She does this DIY with a pizza tray and the little truck. So like I said, I was very inspired by it. So I want to try to make one myself, but I'm going to put a little bit of a twist my way. So let's get started and I'll show you what we got. Okay, so to start with, you're going to need one of the little cars, and you're going to need some ribbon. So I've got multiple ribbons to make a bow with. Then I have some stars in the red, white, and blue. I have a deal of the decorative rope, and I'm going to be using one of these plates that I got from Dollar General for $2.50. You're going to need some letters. Then you're going to need some scrapbook paper and some Mod Podge, paintbrush, hot glue. I think that's just about it. So we're going to get started by, I'm going to move this all out of my way so I can get started. My first thing is I'm going to figure out what paper I want to go back here. I'm not changing this. I want to keep it in this rustic metal look, so I'm not going to change that, but I am. And this is Let It Ring paper pad that I got from, I believe, Walmart. So let's see. That's pretty, but I'm afraid the car will get lost in the background. Too much. Okay, I think, to be honest, I think I'm going to go with this one. I was looking for a blue page other than something like that, and I don't have it other than that, and the car would definitely get lost in that, so we don't want to do that. And I kind of like this, but the background to me is too dark, so I don't want to do that. So I think this would be my best bet. So there's that. Other paper chose. So now let's see. How am I going to do this? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it the indentation around like this. Well, you got a general idea. Let me cut this out and I'll be right back. Okay, so there's that. Don't worry about it fitting in here perfectly, because we're going to take this rope and I'm going to put a piece around in the side. So everything has been wiped off clean. So what I'm going to do is take my Mod Podge and put me a good little coat in here, just like so. Okie dokie. So now you just got to figure out how you want it. Just like that. Okay, and I'm going to come back and put a coat of Mod Podge over the top and seal it that way that that paper don't come back up. And then we're going to let it dry. Alrighty. So now we just let this dry. And I'll be right back after I heat it up. That was my daughter texting in. So there's that. And I think what I'm going to go with as far as what I want to put on here, I'm going to go with liberty and justice. With everything that's going on this time of the year and time, it just seems like something that would be appropriate. So that's what I'm going to go with, is liberty and justice. So I'm going to take these letters here. And I think what I'm going to do, rather than just take them off and lay them, I'm going to cut them out. That way I can kind of get a space, you know what I mean, for it. So let me get all of these letters cut out and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got all my letters cut out now, and I've got them kind of sitting here, kind of think how I'm going to put them. Isn't that neat looking? And then I took the little stars that I had, and I kind of arranged them as well. And right here underneath, I'm going to put like a little messy bow. So now I'm going to start taking these letters, and I'm going to glue them down. So, so now, let's see, what I want to use. Let me find my... Is this the way that I've got them set? And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue once I pull them up. Pull the sticky off. I'm going to add just a tad bit of glue to kind of help reinforce them to stay where I want them. And this is the Art Glitter Glue. I like to use it because it just about glues to anything. And it's just here to give it a little bit of added security. That's all. I can hear my daughter now. I'll be making another one of these because she's going to try to steal this one. Okay. And if you'll just notice, I just lay my, and that's in a bottle that I bought. It's one of the fine lines. I use it because I can take and lay this bottle down and it stays in the tip and it don't dry out. And that's one of the things that I like about it. Okay, last letter, other than the and sign, and it's a rub-on, and I'm going to put it on the truck just where I have it. Okay, and I will be using hot glue for my stars. Okie dokie. Now, this. I'm going to slide this out of the way for the moment. And I'm going to lay this right here in the center of this door. And I'm just going to transfer it over. Should be good. And there it is. How stinking cute is that? So let me get my fingers back on so I don't burn my fingers. Then I'm going to put some hot glue on these stars and glue them down. I just thought that would be one way to kind of add a little bit of extra detailing on the okay. There's that. It's about time to put another hot glue gun. But whenever I seen hers, it just really inspired me to try to make one of these myself. I just loved it. It just stood out. It was unique. And I thought, I've got everything that she's got that I can make this with, but do mine just a hair bit different than what she's got hers. But I do want to give her the credit for it, because without her, I would have never thought to make it the way she did. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't. She had a cookie sheet. I didn't have one, but I did have this pan, which I thought would work just perfect. And it has. Okay. that. And one of the other things that I didn't think of, I want to make this truck stand up off the plate a little bit. So I have some of the they're like mine teasers pieces that I used and just hot glued them on, and I'm going to do the same thing here. And I'm using the Gorilla Glue wood glue, and it holds up real good to heat. So, isn't that pretty? So, now what I'm going to do, I've never made one, so this will be my first time to make I'm not sure what kind of bowl they call it. They take and crisscross the two, a messy bow, is that what they call it? So I'm going to take two of these, cut them the same length. And they do the X pattern, like so. Let me get some twine so that I can go ahead and put it underneath. Let me show you this is my twine container. All I did, I took a board and I took a rod and glued it in the thing, and then put my twine on top. Then I took two brads, glued them to the top. That way, whenever I get done, I take this string and I clip it right into the top of the brad, and it holds it. Now, isn't that neat? I can tell my husband I'm tired of hunting down my twine, and I come up with this idea. I thought that would be an ideal thing. So, okay. So I've seen them take the twine, lay it like so, and then you take this and you do it like this, and then like I said, this will be the first one I've ever made, so hopefully it'll turn out the way that I want it. So there's that. I'm not sure of how many you're supposed to make, do of each. But this one I'm going to do 4 instead of just 2. And then I got some blue and some red, and I'm going to add to it. That is not my best pair of scissors, and I don't like it. Okay, there's that. Then I have some blue over here, blue and white, that I'm going to use as well. Like I said, this will be my very first one, so I hope it turns out the way I would like it to. Okay, so there's that, there's that, there's that. And I also want a little bit of twine to go on here as well. So all right. So there's that. And I put this at the back of my desk, and it's always right there. So let me redo this again, and hopefully I can get it to work like everybody else's. So there's that. There's that. I'll make sure these are facing upward. There's that. There's that. I'm going to put one of these, one of those, one of these, one of those. Come on, lay like I need you to. Okay, so now you're supposed to take this I don't think that's the way it's supposed to do. Okay, so we're supposed to scrunch it up like that first. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do. Okay, well, we'll see. And then, oops, now here's the other way. Okay, so then we just pull it apart, right? So, like so, like so. Okay. I'm going to cut these off. Right back here. Okay. Okay, so I've got these. They're kind of a glittery colored star. Hold on. I gotta get another glue stick. Okay, so I'm going to put a little dot here, crossed here like this. And I'm just going to take this star, put it down like so. The white one in the middle, like so. And then this blue one over here. And just give it a little bit of extra something. Just like so. Mash these down good so that they stay. Then let me bring my plate back up here. And we're going to do the final touches to this. One of the things that I'm going to do real quick, I'm not crazy about all the little hairs. So I'm going to do a quick little burn on the rope and get rid of these extra hairs. And I have a ceiling fan on, so be cautious. But I've got a fan going, so that kind of gives me a little breeze to where it... And I'm going to come back. And I'm going to give these a little bit of a cut. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done this. I kind of like the messy look. So I will probably be doing this a little more than now. And that's what she made too, was a messy bow, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm just gonna do these two together. Oop, wrong way. There we go. Okay, once I get done, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm adding a couple more stars. So I'm going to put this one here. And I'm going to put that one there. Then I'm going to put this one here. Then I'm fixing to okay, so now I'm going to put it just like this. So, if you like my video, hit the like and subscribe. Help me keep crafting and help me keep growing. If you want to see more videos, hit that button. And depending on what you click on, you're subscribed, and it will notify you each time I put up a video. So I hope you enjoyed this. I really did. Oh, wait a minute. We got one other thing to do. We're going to put some twine on the back to, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I've got some of this red, white, and blue that I didn't use for the, so I'm going to use it as my hanger. And all I'm going to do put them together like that, tie them nice and softly. Where it makes a loop, and then I'm going to figure out how I want it to hang, which will be right like this. So I'm going to put me and a gracious amount of hot glue right here, and I'm going to lay it right down in it. And I've learned that if you kind of separate it as you're gluing it down, it'll hold that pattern. And I'm going to come across, add some more hot glue to the top, just like so. Then I've got a piece of just going to put it right over the top and mash her down good. And so none shows behind. I'm going to clip the corners off, and there you go. So there she is, all put together. So I hope you liked my video. If you do, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, and have a blessed day.